We salute all people them for outside this Saturday, country people them, and our PIDGIN news debate. The first one for inside number 5 month for 2020. Now month for May. Number 2 day, we work people then say they be get for glad for Friday, but we no be there at all for sick this palava sick with the column say corona. Tori for inside that PIDGIN news debate as well as Sabi with the turn back for look some of the big Tori the way they pass inside the week. And even someone the way they pass for inside we quarter way will not be sabi as will be the concentrate on top of corona way in the worry we country. Inside Tori we go bring on a plenty of that strong Tori the way they be pass for inside quarter na so to go talk on top this palava for sick way they call say corona way all man it don't the join head for see as way they go finish them for inside we country. And just for sabi for this palava for corona according to books as we come up for Northwest it try for show we say Bamenda just now they don't get 11 cases them for this sick way they call say corona. One person it don't die. Latest one it happened as we moon for April it finish will be the here say one of the people them will be get the sick it come on Yawende another person be there will be come out too for Bafusam come for inside Bamenda where they be don't already get that sick them 4 people them the day they only test them after we they meet up with that 2 people there they don't get the sick. Now I mean say inside with the year to say one person he died and that one person as a man for 59 years and as we Tori enter we here they bury one time after we family people then say the sabi so just for sabi Bamenda Northwest 11 case one person we don't die according to waiting we big man for hospital for Bamenda he talk inside out this story for today we be promised on yesterday so we go bring doctor we don't learn a white man book for year and even doctor we it learn now with this our country medicine them we the use them for we leave them we will take make country medicine them so them say they will try for talk small on top this palava for sick we the worry way they say woman first before man so I go just take that respect. Reverend Dr. Glory Befeke, he been a doctor for inside the Presbyterian Hospital for Bepanda. Good afternoon. Good
afternoon, Ambassador. And I did salute for all the health personnel for Acha Bepanda Hospital and all those where they put their lives on the front line for fight this coronavirus.
Minister for sick people don't talk say make this also continue for talk for that to doctor then where they work say me they go for before. Another person na Dr. Fru he then for Garden of Eden for side for Boyam. Doctor, we glad for see you for this afternoon.
Thank you, Ambassador. I thank you for inviting me for come talk a true story for this topic. When it talk about corona, we don't be na wahala. We the outside now at least it chop the society. They put headache everywhere. It don't even be na the highest thing where the crate goes down now.
All right, so Dr. Fru and Dr. Glory Befeke, now them two, we go talk on top. But before we enter for inside corona, maybe I go make the 2 doctors then say they talk some more, they will comment on top the Tori the way they be passed for inside the quarter. This we go just finish. So go start first with some of the Tori the way pass for we quarter them. We go take una go for Logbaba. For Logbaba side, it be consigned as some soldier man where they so it been a chief sergeant for inside the soldier work where Tori we enter we here. Now say he knock a landlord for sika say landlord be the axi money where it the OE. As we Tori enter we here, this soldier man it be the OE landlord 15,000 for water bill when for light bill we never pay him for 5 months. Then it owe 770,000 when a money that for house rent we never pay him for 11 months. Now I mean say for 1 month it be the pay na 70,000. The landlord go ask him money. He turn call the other come be there in a soldier. They can knock the landlord on top this palava will be the ask money as we Tori enter we here. One time a Tori enter we here to say the summer see for Yawende make it can answer question why a landlord he go she down for person in the house when up na he build them then they want ask him money he turn he start for the knock the landlord so they tear the landlord the close even make the landlord the eye in red as we Tori enter with the wait if they go announce wait where they don't do them for that chief surgeon Dr. Fru we no go start with corona till we consign medicine bed. That one to now one of the big thing we go talk. This behavior waiting you like normal person for Cameroon if you for talk on top say landlord they ask money they be knocking and knock up.
Yes, you know many people them they over exaggerate power. when they don't get power, they feel use that power for just intimidate people, then go away scot-free. So a very bad behavior, and it be common with people to get bad character. I'm not sure say because not all soldiers they get that character. Now the bad people they get bad character, they go join soldier work, they take advantage for that khaki for their skin, they intimidate people around. And this one, you must know say for B house, it's not easy. If you stay for money house up to 10 months, then you no pay rent, then the man come for ask, you fall for his skin, even for back. Say me, you get a small thing for game, you fall for his skin, start beat them. Na very bad behavior.
Right, yes. And we also talk, they summons the man already for Yawin Day, just as they summon some soldier them for walkway pass on Galbu. Reverend, this palaver, what if you for put on top there?
Yes, Ambassador, I think as my brother talked for day, given say this soldier owe this man for 10 months. It 11. Means 11 months. Mm-hmm. If you put coronavirus inside. Mm-hmm. Because you know now anybody will owe na corona now the lead inside, say poverty, work no day. So I think now really bad attitude that the landlord, you know, now out of his sweat and I don't know how far he go for get money from where for establish that kind of business because now business. Mm-hmm. So the soldier, I believe said he receive he pay from the place where he work, he get to pay this landlord. So I think so that kind of attitude really he really get for be condemned. Anybody where he stay for house, he get to pay his house rents.
For place where they call them say Kutaba, the Warren, turn back for we for West Region, Kutaba, as we Tori enter for we EM. Now some 4 years old girl, some 4 years old Pekin, and a small girl, where they so we own uncle, Ikilam, as we Tori enter for inside we ear. Now how they take money, Sabi say na uncle kill this small girl, Pekin we get 4 years, Tori we enter we ear. Now say time when they start for make investigate, they go catch one of the neighbor, where they say now they be see am with this small girl. The last time we call the girl, say make he can't take bonbon, he can't take sweet, but the sweet he no ever come. After they finish make investigate, they can see say they catch that die body now for inside some back where it is so they already put her. No ask me what they want go do with the die body and on top this palaver near them for side for Kutaba for West Region. Them say they don't talk, say they will continue for make investigate for Sabi if other people then they for inside this palaver now 4 years old small Pekin where now he own niece as of he talk now uncle for that small girl na the Siam where he take hand he plan say me they kill he own niece for that side. So for inside that place where they call him after say cousin for place where they call him say Kutaba as well the talk he too he there for back counter just now after investigate Dr. Glory on top this palaver 4 years old Pekin uncle he go plan for kill him, then they go catch the die body now for inside bag where they already start the take and go. We know Sabi side they take and go.
I think it's in a very sad situation. It really my heart bleed when I hear this kind of news in this way. And maybe if we get to investigate or ask questions even around that Pekin, outside the mommy, outside the papa, this uncle, now how their relationship they with them for house. And this one get to go as an eye opener for all mommy and papa them. Where they get picking them for house, say, when I know the kind family members where they get to be around, even friends. And equally for put eye for picking because that kind age 4 years it really still need mommy and papa they are close 24 on 24 eyes on that kind picking. So in a very sad situation I feel say make the investigation really go on properly and make this person bear the consequences of his action.
Dr. Fru, did they ever talk say when the kind of thing they happen when they keep picking them, did they ever talk say na some of the people that they make country medicine that they ask and say may they bring them maybe if they want get money? What you feel for talk?
Well, I don't think Singapore they make country medicine, but I believe Singapore they practice they do occultic practices. Yeah. Because if you don't only country doctor, you will see ministers, president, traditional doctor, medical doctors, even religious leaders. Many of them they do the kind of thing for get powers, for rule, for get promotion, for work. So when you see this, if they just kill the Peking Trump for saying I just share wickedness, but they kill them, then put her inside back. It means saying a demand somewhere. Yeah, so it means in our occult practice that they take and for go make rituals for either get money or get promotion for life and so on. When a very bad practice. This one are just one out of 1,000 where the past way camera need to see them. People need to see them. It happen everywhere. So they advise who forgiveness. They make parents they be very careful, as Reverend Raleigh talk. May they be very careful. May they be aware. Say this kind of thing that they outside. So may they take good care for their picking them. May they leave them. May they just move around loosely.
We go remain for inside the chapter for die. Now for new day though. Now we say we'll be talk on top this palaver last week Friday. Friday we pass, it make 2 weeks. We will talk palaver some man where they kill him for inside new day though. And investigate for uniform people them. They don't already do the investigate. So till last. They come see and say person where he killed that man where they call it say Gaita. Now the same person where the she done for inside the same house where be she done. Territory house if we go for go take image for this die the what way pass for new day though. We be even make mistake. We put microphone for that person. Nice except tell we wait till it happen. But who be sabi say last after investigate. Police, they go so go cash na say na be the big man, na be the brain on top this man where they call him say Gaetan, he die. Some people them, they talk say true. He dey like say the man no be one die, they bury he, where they no see die body. A doctor, if some person, if you get so your own person where they for your corner, where na your tired man, he doing a waiting, you go plan say me the killer, like till it happen for new day though.
We they live for a world where be ruled by wickedness. And that is why we need to get people that they pray for we, like how Reverend day for day. We get people that they for the instruct people morally, for calm that demon, because everybody get demon and God inside you. That is why when you go for church, people they preach, they say let he increase, why I decrease, because the natural man be demonic, be wild. So we need for when the kind of thing they happen, it not be strange. It happen everywhere. All over the world, so we need for the condemn them in strong terms because it not be good.
All right,
they're just wickedness.
Okay, yes. Wickedness.
Yes.
Dr. Glory, you to learn for the same wickedness.
Yes, I think now wickedness will not get to belabor that point. No matter the anger, no matter what some other person do to you, I think say since you not get power for give life or bring life, you not get power for take off the life. If it call 1 or 2 brothers, you report or you take them for authorities appropriately, may they handle them, not you taking the law into your hands for squeeze out life from another person. I think that attitude now share wickedness.
Yes, as I say, you been a pastor where they pray. If you be get the opportunity for judge this case and the person we don't cash and what you go do for that person?
Yes, I think say because of Jesus Christ, we always talk about forgiveness. You know, and we're not there for the error for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I think we'll get to rehabilitate the person where he commit that act and for reinstate it back to society to its normal self, so that if it become useful, we'll get to really bring it face to face with the action and really challenging if this kind of thing begin to happen now to he or even to another close family member, how he could feel. So now for rehabilitate and equally for pardon, it's not easy, but you know, again, we'll not get power for give life, so nobody not gets power for take off life.
Dr. Fru, which kind of casting will you give for that kind of person? If now you get the case, you get for judge on top.
Yeah, if I get this case, I will go by the law, say make the one that for God, the one for Caesar. So church will do its own part for cancel this person, do what they do, and then make the arm of government, the law, it take a course. Okay. May they sanction following the law.
So you should say after that period, for instance, if they put it from Gata self for 12 years, when you come on, it go change.
If it they from Gata, then it undergo counseling for change attitude, because they need for first investigate for know why he commit that act. Whether now somebody you see influence physically, mentally or spiritually for cause that act. That is why counselor they for come in. Counsel ye, then they also make it punish. So I will save like example for other, because when they just leave it, other wicked people too say, that other man be commit that crime, they just go for church prayer. He too will commit, say when he after all, at the end they also take me, just go for church, they cancel me, just leave me, say they forgive me. So when they sanction you, save like example for other people to make it fear.
All right, country people them, now just some of the things then that will be passed inside we quarter them this week. Some of the strong one they will talk, so we could talk on top. We don't take style, the talk now, palava medicine, palava for sick, for we skin. But before we will enter for the true story, we'll get for talk for palava corona. We go start with this work people them for inside our company. People they check the kind of medicine they will drink and even they follow up for how they make this medicine them. Now people them for Lanacom with the SSF the dinner for roads since this week is start. Now for that side for Yawin they be start now for their own demo for office for Lanacom as we talk now them they look out now them they see the kind of medicine they all the drink and they follow up for how they make all the medicine them for inside we country. They cry say they never pay them their money salary for 4 months January, February, March, April and they continue their work for vex now for dom up for minister for sick people Dr. Malauda Malashitu he hate he overtied just now for Sika Corona. They don't talk, say if they don't look inside that trouble, Palava say they get for pay them their money. Saturday, Sunday, on Monday, they go stop for go for work. They go stop for go for work and Sabi say na themselves way they don't talk, say they get for follow up people the way they make this chloroquine medicine and the other one way they get for use them for people the way they get corona for fight corona inside the country. If they get for stop work, it means say it they like say people they know they for do follow up too for that people they may they fix with medicine. Dr. Glory, which important you check say if the people they know they it go drop. You been a doctor for Wyman side. Now people then this way they follow up. Now then they look at all the medicine they all they drink, they see how way they make them. Now they vex 4 months they never pay them. If they stop for work, what's in happen? Thank
you, Ambassador. Since the question for an administrative would the beg say make their situation be looked into, because if they stop work at the level where they now, we know say chloroquine now one of those experimental treatments for this virus, for this infection we'll get her now. If they stop work, it could really hinder, you know, the treatment, the wellness of the patients. So administratively, these people they do their pay, make they pay them. May they encourage them. I think a period this for encourage, especially healthcare workers, where they put their lives on the line for safe lives. May they encourage them, make they pay them. Otherwise, you know, we could really run into deep shit. Chloroquine now one of those major drugs and that we'll use and now experimentally.
All right, I know Dr. Fru, as Abi say, you say you get plenty work people them for your place, but no man never ever come up for it Sunday say you never pay money. But when you see this kind of condition where they happen, how you feel for your heart like Cameroon person Cameroonian?
It really be shameful and embarrassing because during this period we the government they pamper health workers because they for forefront they are at risk. If our system they instead they owe them salary where the government supposed to pamper them because they take a lot of risk this time. But I surprised me yesterday they owe them 4 months. Even me I've been there for private sector where I get so many employees and they owe no man employee 1 month trip one month salary. Yeah, so the government they get all the money. The money they see all the big Prados, all the big cars. Before one minister, one go Boya, one go Yaoundé. You see long line of Prados. You see people everywhere. You make a lot of money. Why they go old people? If you want to check the money they paid, and just on small money, so you know fine. So make government try for see what for do especially during this period for see how for pamper these people. Because if they not work, then a lot of fake medicine will enter the country, and if fake medicine enter, you see fake medicine will even harm past even the COVID-19 who will fight them.
All right, Doctor, for that for your own thing. Now we go start for talk Corona in the proper Corona system. But we go start now with this problem with Cameroon Renaissance Movement and Minister for Sick People, Professor Maurice Kamto. ISSF, una sabi say we don't start for ask me put them pay, give them money or contribute money. Say me they use them for biting them, where they go use them for fight this Corona. And true, they don't buy the thing them. Make we take una go for a minister minister for sick people in office sabi say Oga Penda Ikoka when I they put him like the head boy for look at this palava for Professor Maurice Kamto. If he take the cargo the way all that money the way they be collect money the people they be join them for so sorry heart they buy cargo them for go give minister for sick people. He deny that cargo them on the ground say waiting no be naive. He be get for take that cargo then say automatic Professor Maurice Kamto be get for carry that thing them go give for Grand Tango we been a minister for territorial administration and head boy for all political party them for inside we continue they look out any political party we get problem. So minister he deny him but sabi say thing the way Professor Maurice Kamto buy he dey try for talk say na thing the way concern doctor them plenty now for sick why that way carry am go level am now for minister for sick people wey deny and on top the same palabam he don't talk say he go the cargo the way giam now for say he giam like Cameroon he no giam for the name like president for some political party say he giam like citizen for Cameroon so he no understand and plenty people them they don't start ask question on top this palaba why he dey so they go deny cargo them sabi say they be buy face mask the number one for people them they buy 1-2 way na doctor then say they use and that one na only doctor them 980 thing them for check corona for on top people them skin na the thing that way a minister he deny am Dr. Fru this one people them some they checks in a politics inside sick people their team say they don't understand why they get for deny this cargo them.
Yeah, it be embarrassing. Say they buy things we concern health, go for Minister of Health. They deny they take and go to Ministry of Territorial Administration. I don't even know whether na party cuts or not. So it be funny. Well, we they live for Cameroon with a lot of delicate situation, and then now we know where to Professor Maurice Kamto don't pass through. He don't stand like for challenge the government, and whatever he do, they say unless a challenge, and so they maybe. Now the politics we did, you know, say me I not too them for politics. I not lie for they talk me politics. I didn't mean that for my work. That is why I not get time for all the politicians. Them I concentrate now for my work because when you come for me, whether you didn't know which party or you didn't know for which side, when you come for me, if you be my enemy, when you come for me, I kill you. Okay. Yeah, so now them know their politics where they play.
All right, and Dr. Glory is a politics. We'll try for look inside the thing in the proper. Professor Maurice Kamto, if you try for talk say this, so auditing them, na team way na medicine, it concern medicine. So for he, if he checks say the right person way they deal within the way concern doctor them for country, na minister for sick people. But minister for sick people, they talk say no, say he no fit take that in, say na minister for territorial administration get for take and so put the ask question. Some they talk say maybe na challenge. You just look at your own normal eye. No palava say you take side. When you see the thing happen, wait till you check. Because they need as I say even the face mask. So we talk plenty hospital they don't get them again.
Thank you, Ambassador, for that question. You know, now no be time for the look your brother or sister and they remember the evil things the way it don't do for you. Now a time for say make you save lives. So these goods where it bring, if it been a cure, really a cure for that for this disease, it means say none of we will not go get the receive the cure. I feel say make you put the politics aside. Now make you focus now on how we could arrest this COVID-19. This Professor Maurice Kamto, he do very well for take him to the right channel and to the right place. And Dr. Manauda Malashi, he to get his own site as he respond. But again, because of life, of the people, of the situation where they inside, I feel say make we put this anger aside and try to see how we save lives. These items, as you rightly talk, and face masks, and I don't know the other things where they inside.
The test kit them.
The test kits where now, you know, in even of the hospitals where they don't make mention of where if you get this disease, you get to go there. Test kits, they would even be short. So I feel say now a time for put aside anger, annoyance, and politics and look at your brother, your sister, because if we not do like this, we feel say, well, at the end of the day, no go touch we. As we deny for say, make we curb this transmission. One day before one turn, if you don't reach away by receiving that gift and stopping it, if we don't stop to for reach you. So make we put the politics aside. Now make we all come like a family and fight the common enemy. The common enemy now not be politics. The common enemy now COVID-19. Now wait if it bring we health, wait if it bring we healing, make all we focus for there. And after that, if we continue the fight and scatter ourselves as we wish.
Now, question, Doc, I want to ask you now, waiting, this corona don't they go for before? Every day they get numbers where they come. As I say, Cameroon don't get more than 100, but with the years just now 800 and something cases the way they active, then we'll get around more than 900. According to Minister of Sick people, they do already well from the sick. People they never sabi the magic where they take make them, but people they try for. That's why you put that kind of thing for Facebook. Some man go ask you say Cameroon we don't already get that cure for white man side. We never hear them. Now tell me you be tell me say something the way they don't come out again. So new thing them where people they need for sabi for outside for paraba this sick.
Yes, Ambassador, thank you. I want for talk for yes say when we hear of the cases the way that they recover, make we know say wait to wait they outside now. Now wait to call and say experimental treatment. Would you still do symptomatic treatment? Where it means wait, when you get your cough, you sneeze, you get difficulty breathing, would they give you the treatment with respect to those symptoms? Now the experimental treatment where even Minister Dr. Manaoda Malachi he be sent out on a circular, and where public not be encouraged for go to get them over the counter. We get the chloroquine, the azithromycin, zinc, and all others. When not only the health professionals they get for prescribed for these people. So experimentally, yes, we don't get some of those molecules where they help for combat this virus for the sick people, and why out the year the number of recovered cases.
All right.
I think I still get for come back to that.
All right, and Dr. Flo, me I bring you for here today. I'll be give you special invite today for Sika this palava. Say now we get the white man and the black man met we all the night the one try for see whether they film it up for one place. One of the person where don't make people the eye shine over, even as where you be already get your own His Grace Samuel Kleda for inside Douala Yewe. He don't come out with some country medicine, and this medicine he talks say be 100% okay for look out sick for a coronavirus. You be person to the deal with the grass them, you the mix them, you the cure people them plenty. What you get for talk on top that palava? It be real?
Well, before President from Madagascar want to approve the medicine, they use the power as president, connect with other president, other country may go wild, everybody know. Me with my own medicine, we don't be more than 1.5 months with the Cameroon, we only talk about it. Bishop, he own to don't just come, maybe they come 2 months after mine. But you know, since I be an individual, I not be influential in the system. So that is why my own not be alarming, but people they already take all over, even in America and so on, they take my medicine. You know, when this COVID-19 be just come up, if you go for my Facebook page, I be public say there's a lot of mystery behind COVID-19. They call it coronavirus, but with time they will discover say it be more than a coronavirus, because it gets a lot because when you see the way they start for China, the way they act, you see say a lot be interwoven. But they say if this virus it get characteristics of a normal coronavirus, we know the characteristics of coronavirus. Corona just the word corona just stem from the Latin word crown, meaning a virus with a crown. It get a protein crown, and we know say coronaviruses they be covered with a fat, and anything if you melt that fat, the virus will disintegrate or it go die or it go rotten. We need to kill. They don't kill viruses because viruses not be living things. Viruses are particles where they just counterfeit RNA, DNA from the human system to form a chemical RNA, DNA. When are just particle, when you get no life, they when you enter your body, they just act like a computer virus. They make it just appear for just enter a computer, just start move like living thing. When no be living thing, it disrupt your files and so on. So when this particle where it be most of the time are mostly engineered, when it enter your skin, they act like something living. It start act for your body like something living, but out in the living. But we know the characteristics. So I be say if now normal coronavirus, then it no go thrive for Africa, because except for cold area, because coronavirus like MERS, SARS, cold, you know why cold na coronavirus. That is why at time I like me to call the real name, not be just coronavirus, because common cold na coronavirus cause them. So those ones they will only succeed. Now for cold area like in Africa, like Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, Lesotho, and South Africa, but for the hot area, tropical areas, they need to succeed because coronavirus is a bit heat sensitive. Then so many things in the way they cannot withstand. So I be prescribe a treatment where our great-grandparents they be use for combat cold, combat resistant malaria, typhoid. They take only one time, and all those things they almost disappear. I be prescribe the steam treatment. That steam treatment. How do you use the steam treatment? I be even give a list of plants. I don't know whether you permit me. I give this thing we need for pass out because we know they are the manufacture, but I educate people on what to use because how many people if you buy my medicine? How many people if you reach to me? So we need to give our common things because white man they even surprised. They say before this time cops will lie for road. They even surprised how they live because of all this information we get apple they take them for strengthening their immunity. So I be prescribed say people if you go harvest guava leaves, pawpaw leaves, harvest masepo, scent leaf, harvest get lemon, lime, garlic, ginger, onion, cut all those things, put it inside pot, fill water, boil. When they don't boil, they put a small chair, they sit on it, undress, cover themselves with big blanket or big loin, put that pot in front, then they open them bit by bit. That heat, they enter, they control, they enter them, they open their mouth, and also they inhale in, they open them, they inside there for 1 hour. After that, they will sweat and get out most of those things. And I'll be very happy because the only physician where I admire and will be of late, will try to explain how the method operate. It be been a late Professor Anomango, where I respect it as one of the best scientists where Cameroon don't ever miss him because a person that be really can research. Now the man that be fit for explain how the traditional treatment for heat steam method it work for inside body. So now the prescription you have begin that be even advising people all they chew onion. Onion a natural magnet for bacteria, viruses, or pathogens. When you that is why when somebody they over sick, when a bacterial infection, you need to recover quick. Inside the room where you sleep with the cut onion put on for all the 4 corners of the house. Before they want break onion, don't magnet all germ viruses inside that room. That is why we advise people say if you get your home, I don't advise so many. During the period, always cut onion, if you be viable, put for all the 4 corners of the house. So that means they magnet even germ, they sanitize your room, sanitize your house, and so on. They always chew it. Just as they chew it, they get some volatile chemicals where they go right to the upper respiratory tract. It work while the other one with the swallow, they go for the lower respiratory tract and the gastrointestinal tract. They take care because this coronavirus, it be mysterious. No be normal coronavirus. Research from India. Even talk why men did over die because they say the scrotum for man picking they serve like a reservoir for the virus. Then other researches they say like a French scientist I be follow this man when I be invent HIV virus where Robegalo be go TV HIV virus to go to America how they call it for France. He said that virus be so stubborn because that virus they cut flu virus, cut HIV virus, cut is it male or son? About 4 viruses, they join them for form that virus. That is why not they get a normal characteristics of coronavirus. That is why be very stubborn. And that is why heavy. Because other viruses now 1 or 1 point something or get some unit. Like, why do you want to be 5 times heavier than coronavirus? That is why when I talk with you 1 meter apart, when I talk, if you can reach you, the command them 4, but other viruses will go far. Because it be too heavy, 5 times more than 5 times heavier than normal coronaviruses. Because it be made of strain them for different viruses where they join them together. So that is why if you follow normal treatment protocol for flu that is caused by the influenza virus or any RNA virus or normal DNA or other DNA viruses, it not going to really work for you because when this virus enter you, just as I be published to again on Facebook, say people will discover, say with time they will start check coronavirus, the COVID-19, even through urine, through excreta, through blood, and so on, not only through the respiratory system, because it gets so many characteristics of other viruses. So, what you want to try for talk now, say, when this virus, when you don't discover, say, it's there for your skin, you not go follow the normal protocol for normal coronaviruses, because when it enter, it attack the upper lower respiratory system, enter, go right inside the bronchioles, the lungs, cause disorder, inflammations. There are time cause dead mucus where they accumulate, block the lungs. Yeah, that one be normal with influenza or pneumonia and so on. It get those characteristics. Then in the end there, it enter inside your blood, attack the red blood cells, just like how malaria, they attack those characteristics. Attack not even white blood cells, red blood cells. So they attack hemoglobin, it cause destruction. Then in the end there, it go for liver, affect your liver. Then it no end there, it go for your heart, affect your heart. You know, and the last stage, it attack the central nervous system, when it cause permanent destruction and death. So you see, when person like me, what they produce, before I want produce medicine, I dey make sure say I take this characteristic into place, then I produce medicine where it go for work for the entire, no limit for the respiratory system. It dey work for all the entire body cells, tissues, organs, the whole systems, work for the fluids, the blood system, the lymph system, and so on, for heal the entire system, like a researcher where they manufacture. So I take all of them before I produce my medicine. And that is why when the medicine don't come, no matter how people criticize my medicine, they will never challenge it.
All right. Yes. Dr. Glory, na black man that, white man, you don't hear to talk, they like say they almost want to work with you now, but when I get different level.
Yes, I want to thank Dr. Fru for that analysis where he don't make, and equally for confess say even while I be the grow, that's team method. You know, when we used to sick, our parents go make fever grass, then cover it on top, and sometimes we recover. And in those cases where resistance be, we always go hospital. I think say the emphasis will get to remain utamfoyena say for now we'll still get now what you call an experimental preventive treatments and cure. And the side way for the traditional medicine, it comes small for some more look and find. It come in dosages, you know, for pharmacology. They want to know the therapeutic ingredients, they want to know the toxicity level and all of that. I think say now why that way WHO, now the body that way, they officially they go tell me say now this is a cure officially and this is not a cure. But meanwhile for this COVID-19, all other things where for now, right up to now, we use them now experimental within the context, various contexts. The two way it work, make it work. All we want to say make the virus it go. The two way it work, make it work. But again, make we be careful. At the time, be careful for here because of it. I thank Equinoxe for this platform for education. You know the traditional herbs. Anyway, this white man medicine, all is the commoner from these traditional herbs. We get that Artemisia, where you don't talk about the Madagascar drug, and even the chloroquine. Them will get these ingredients inside. But again, we get this level of the toxicity, the dosages for the various age groups. We will not know whether woman pregnant or not pregnant. Now for Acha Bepanda Hospital, they will get cases for pregnant women where when they come, some of them 3 months, 2 months, 4 months, they lost pikin for inside. You want go check, mommy be don't send me medicine for village, make a drink and for clean my system. So when you get mommy them where they don't believe for 7 months, 8 months, you don't give the rendezvous, may they come. They will go stay them. You ask when they want come, picking the work again for belly. You want ask them, no, so my mommy be send me medicine for village, my drink can for clean up. You will see some my way a day for labor. If I go take some pump, me pump him. He won't come, you tell us all tear, bleed the inside, picking, he lost picking, and sometimes even in life. For they we need to discredit this our herbal medicine because now the origin that where all these other treatment them they come. But our problem for here now the dosages, the you get to look into, you know, that level of the therapeutic, the toxicity, and for do this, we get to do what we call a clinical randomized trial. Now everybody talk my mess in the world, my mess in the world. Even this chloroquine, azithromycin, you know, well, this use experimentally for hospital. We want to see cases coming up and say, look, I be take this drug traditionally. Now in this, I don't well. We want for see say some doctor it diagnose if some person say you get COVID-19, and we want for see say okay, he go receive this traditional medicine. I mean, we want to see those evidences. I feel say we see this kind of evidences. And with the workway like now, Dr. Manauda Malashi, we have to be dispatched on delegation for go for Bishop Cleda. We still wait the outcome. You know, I think say with this small official arrive. But for now, officially, I want to talk say
for you.
For we, yes,
yeah.
For we.
For the white man side,
yes.
They never get any medicine.
Yes.
Or if you cure, but so
we get experimental treatment where they prevent the cure.
We get a Samuel Cleda, his grace, Samuel Cleda, where he be talk with the Tory people, them say he don't see you medicine now 100% work in the work for people they are skin. Say plenty people that where they don't can already well. Dr. Futu they just tell you say own to be don't come out and he don't the work for 1 month. They own for Sika say no be being a big man. He own don't be na underground. Now if this palaver for his lordship Samuel Cleda, he don't talk. Minister don't talk. Say they go talk. Look inside the palaver. But you believe say true. This country medicine then too they fit join. Work one time hand with the white man medicine them too.
Of course, you know, with the side of white man medicine, we always get a scientific basis, a scientific proof. And now for day when we get that scientific proof, you know, if we make many things for become official. For the Bishop Cleda in medicine, as the Minister of Public Health, he dispatches delegation, they go study them, they'll take them for laboratory, they go really study them for see whether true now say yes the cure don't be that they eat the cure or in the cure. You know, ambassador, it not just be enough because me too I think your worker talks I get some treatment way in the heal in the treat people. Dr. Fru, he don't do a lot. That one only the discredit. But one for talk for yesterday when as part of the global body, Cameroon is part of a global village, a global body. And given say this pandemic now a global crisis. And given say for now, each context, you know, even this chloroquine, France, they need to respond again for day. But we for here, it respond. Now, by the way, for now, the emphasis being on the contextual and experimental. If a traditional drug or a herbal concoction don't come up where it treat, good and fine. That is an experimental. But again, for really go officially talk say now this one so now be the cure now. I feel say scientifically it get for be proven. Those clinical randomized trials it get for be carried. I will get some particular people where some doctor he could diagnose say now you have all the signs, the fever, the cough, the shortness of breath and all of that. You people in one group. These other people the same. You randomly they select these people and then administer this treatment on this particular group and then not administer on this particular group. Then we see the result. Now so where they make for authentic or for officialize for talk say yes now this treatment, this medicine it work and this one make it work. Dr. So I feel still get some way for go.
You don't follow Dr. Glory. Yes. All the talk we don't talk is sound for your ear.
Someone sound, someone not sound. You know say orthodox medicine, they get their philosophy, beliefs, they get their protocols because they deal with drugs. We don't deal with drugs. We deal with medicine. Medicine only comes from medicine men. Physicians deal with drugs. By 1958, a law be passed where white man be stopped for use plants for make medicine. They only take the plant for lab, see why that plant they work, then go synthesize a formula where resemble the formula in that plant. Means they take the plant, go counterfeit them. So actually, white man medicines na counterfeit of traditional medicine. You know, we compare. Are they using medicine they cure bone? You go see say they work because there's calcium there, and then you go make synthetic calcium. That synthetic calcium need wonderful clinical trials for see the toxicity, for see whether if it kill man. But the calcium in the plants is pure calcium because the creator of life, the omnipotent creator, he give only plants and plants alone. The exclusive mechanism for get toxic iron, toxic calcium, toxic things from the earth, use their mechanism for purify them, then use and fabricate food and medicine where they use them for cure themselves and cure the insects, the birds and other things that depend on it. That is why if you go for bush, you wound a tree. On coming back, the tree healed itself. Nobody can put medicine, put plaster. Animals in the wild, you like cut the food, wound. After a short time, they get healed themselves because they live on those things. Now, so man be supposed to live, but because man digress from diet because of so-called civilization, Western civilization, a man digress from medicine, if you go the so acclaimed father of medicine called Hippocrates, I will give one of his quotes. He said, my sister here, Reverend Tidy, he graduate for School of Medicine, he take Hippocratic oath, so other oaths and they, I believe, he take that Hippocratic oath. What did Hippocrates talk? Hippocrates say, I quote, let thy food be medicine, and medicine be food. What do you mean? It means that anything called medicine must have food value, and anything called food must have medicine value. So I will ask questions. What the system, the orthodox system is giving, does it have food value? Why give it as medicine? Does it have food value? What we eat every day as food, can you use it to cure somebody? If you wake up morning time, you eat spaghetti or any pasta product. If somebody is sick, can you give that pasta product to cure that person? No. So you see, we don't, there's what they call dietary divergence and medicine divergence. They make we the sick. I will ask, he said they must, Reverend said they therefore take this sample, go for lab. Which lab? You cannot check traditional medicine in the laboratory. That is why World Health Organization defined traditional medicine. I will go by the 1976 definition. What is traditional medicine? The World Health Organization, it defines traditional medicine as the sum total of all knowledge. World Health Organization, the 1976 definition, it defined traditional medicine as the sum total of all knowledge and practices, including experience lived, whether explicable or not. Whether explicable or not, whether you can explain how it works or not, you must not go to the lab. Used in identification, diagnosis, prevention, or alleviation of any physical, mental, or social or spiritual disequilibrium, and based exclusively on knowledge handed down from generation to generation, either by word of mouth or through writing, not approved by laboratory. Knowledge, it means that traditional medicine we did on things that have been tested and proven within time immemorial that is good. My reverend, no fit carry garlic for go test for lab again whether it be good. When mommy they don't even go school, they box achu, grind pepper, grind ginseng, put bitter leaf, put this one, box our other literacy. They don't carry and go lab, go test it, because that is medicine. Test the toxicity, test whether they prescribe the dose of achu, whether they chop, and so on. Natural medicine doesn't need that, because it is things that have been proven that they are safe for consumption. Unless we start to act like orthodox medical researchers, where they go synthesize chemicals in the lab, then they try to come test whether they fit kill a microbe. In traditional medicine, we don't kill microbe. We don't have business with, we don't get with business with microbe, they with bacteria. What would they work? Because we know say bacteria need to grow for clean environment. If corona grow for your skin, bacteria grow for your skin, try, means your body na substrate. Your body na media where they grow, because germ they grow for playing no fine food. That is why even in a laboratory, where one culture bacteria, you need to prepare a favorable media or medium for grow there. If it not be favorable, it not be grow. So when bacteria or viruses they grow for your body, mean your body na food for them. It be full of death. And what to be dead? Death be relative. Death means the thing way there for your skin where the creator no be permit you for put on for your body. So it's safe now like death for bacteria. If not only what we feed dead, dig soil will matter. Feed lick them, feed lick all those things. They are not dead. Death be relative. If this dirty be really be dead, this call as not dirty. Animal they for bush, they for don't die or would they cure them? Whatever food for excreta they eat anything, eat things, they don't wash them, but they house all the bacteria, viruses, parasites, but then they die. So I come now for referee because when we talk say they need for check for see whether really cure. The cure now say person it be well. Nobody say the virus there for his skin. Okay. Nobody the virus there for skin. No, that say the person don't well, because animal they carry all viruses and parasites, but they need a sick. The only one with the sickness why they don't lose vitality. So when we produce medicine, we produce now medicines where they first go clean you, remove waste, toxic waste, accumulated food, morbid waste in your body, clean you, then pump in nutrients. Then where they be contain, especially the one that contain bioelectrical energies. We pump in bioelectrical energies, which one they serve like immediate fuel for you. That's one they're gonna for activate your natural inherent fuel where they don't be impaired by inhibitors where you don't consume a lot. Then make sure they charge your system. They also serve as fuel for you for burn, for get energy, because life is all about energy. If I get energy from my body, I feel take all viruses from my body. I feel drink from gutters. I feel drink like our parents in the village before the white man come, they drink for dirty cup and so on. They don't get posh belly. You see madman, they walk over road chop, all those things, they get posh belly and so on. But we will feel say when they use our head. For example, you will go for hospitals now. You'll be surprised at what they're feeding. What way they give them for even the people they sick coronavirus. You see they don't bring sweet mimo them. They give them, put them sugar. When are the food and done? They did that. They don't bring hamburger, food burger, hot dog, cold dog, pastas. Now dirty that. Just because the health workers, they work, they need to bring in people of holistic knowledge, make they work together so that they will try for educate the people to on what to eat, what not to eat, what to drink, what not to drink, what to wear, what not to wear, what to keep in your mind, what not to keep in your mind. Because immediately you keep for your mind, say some sick no get cure. What you store in your mind, you start control your system. Any measure you take, there is no cure. It sends sickness.
All right, Dr. Fro, you don't talk. Dr. Glory, maybe a small time we're going to finish, but I want to ask you, Doctor, make some points. Say, no be na palava for check whether the sick don't come out for your skin or the virus don't come out, but na for see whether you don't well.
Yes, thank you. I really want to tell my brother I may not get so emotional, because I may not be derailed on the topic where
yes.
You know, for China, one of the herbal plants where they be discovered and for also give herbal treatment for COVID-19. Now what they call and say licorice. The popular adage always be say herbal drugs, they not get side effects. That toxicity not take them in terms of the synthetic property or the natural properties. No, the toxicity as I talk, the dosage, the age group, how much who should take. This licorice will be a natural plant. It be discovered say it cause hypertension, and so even the dosages they will be moderated. So and you see I quote that one for pregnant women them and all of that. For tell we say then herbs where they take them, they get a toxic level where for they equally get for be careful so that more not they put something for outside the way inside the harm. When patients they come for hospital, we get to do them urine analysis. Inside the urine, we see which way herbal plants that they do to their kidneys. They get a lot of, some of them, when they take them for high dosages, they get a lot of destructive properties to the organs, the liver, the kidney. I mean, this one, scientifically, with the same. You are very right, brother, to say that the natural treatment maybe not need to go into the lab. But for year giving say na a global pandemic something, and for make a pronouncement globally and officially, you know, we get to get those proofs be ascertained.
But now,
and for the
for Palava, for His Grace Samuel Clay, that was Sabi say he the work with a doctor them, he the work with the doctor them, and the doctor them say they don't taste. He the work with a white man doctor them where they say they don't taste. So I know Sabi waiting be the main problem.
Yes. So at this level again, I don't talk. The delegation don't be dispatched. So I think the person will be dispatched that delegation is to get to bring me feedback, because all is not about talking. Me have to talk my own for here. You too, you talk your own for there. But we want to see what do we have on the table. Where are the proofs? What are we having? The response. Just as I be talk, when I be the grow up, they always do this team treatment with fever grass and all of it. But they get well. It is true. But again, we not lose sight within this pandemic, within the global world. Say we not get to do kinds of clinical trials for still say okay, this treatment now it is giving this kind of effect. This one is not giving this kind of effect. All
right, country people them. If we look on time, we don't go more than time. But before we come out, we get a case for some woman we don't lost. Before we turn back for here last talk for we two people that the TV. Make we take this announce for Mami Simo Jean as we a family send me photo. They say Mami don't lost since for October moon. It been 2019 where Mami lost. Maybe Warren, if you show me that photo from that Mami. We don't announce that Palava since last year, but so now they never see their Mami. So the family, the Beck, EDC continue for Beck. Say any person where you see that this their Mami, make it call them. If you get that photo for Mami Simogen, where it there for inside, yes, now the Mami be that. Where the family says be the Beck na Beck, as any man, any person where don't see this Mami since 2019, I really lost. They never see. Call that number 677-141-217, 677-127-213, 699-257-226. Number be that where if you call for help this family for find their Mami, he lost for 2019. As I be say plenty thing the day will also get for talk on top this palava for corona we will never fit for finish so we go surely the inspector, we surely the wait again, say Dr. Flu, you go find time again, we'll meet up. So far as this palava this also happen, I want to say thank you plenty for your time. You come up by me that this early morning time. Yes. You go boya, you start on come back for Douala. Thank you plenty.
Thank you for inviting me, and I pray say when I will still give more invitation so that more can they broke the story. And before I stop, I will appreciate the information where Reverend he give. Yes, na true say many people they go see people who be expert for traditional medicine. They just mix concoction, they give, they affect them. I don't receive such cases and plenty, and not only for traditional medicine. If you take any packet of Weimar medicine, you will see the damages it will cause, even though they use self-term for the, instead of talking new disease, they say side effects. But we read, they'll say this is what will cure, but the new disease will give you this and this. And when you go for country medicine, you will hardly see people they die. Now mutually they for Weimar hospital every day people they die, they pack them for day. For sure say the medicine them, and as though their medicine they withdraw hundreds upon hundreds every day. Say they over keep people out after they don't pass through the lab people that over believe they. So there are errors everywhere. Yes, I know most of our medicine, traditional medicine, therefore pass through toxicology test. Now the only thing that we believe, because you know if it test how traditional medicine be active, because traditional medicine become active after what is passive in it outside has been activated by body chemical enzymes, hormones, and so on. But when it tests outside, it will show say the thing they be active. They only be active when the body activate what is inactive in the plants.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Fru and Reverend Dr. Glory Befeke. Thank you too.
Thank you very much.
As I say plenty things they don't see get for talk. I will pray and say next week you do.
Okay, thank you.
All right, once a big thank you for Warren Zede, Ledu, and even Malis with the join hand too for the other end for Sisi make Tori Waka Fine. If you missed the one for Sunday, if you also look if what Waka Fine, we go join head again for Tori House on Monday. On a whole I'm tight for outside.